These are two characters who are historically pretty diametrically opposed. So, there's, I think, also a lot of humor that comes from that, and a lot of, like Carl said, a lot of depth, and I think they really do finish this film with a deeper appreciation for one another than when they started it. I mean, hands down, my favorite part of filming these movies is getting to spend all my time with these people who are incredible. And, it keeps being brought up that we've been doing this for almost 10 years, which is kind of unfathomable. But it was 2007 when we made the first movie. And it just, we are truly a family to one another. And even though we only get to work together every few years, we stay in touch and we stay connected. And these are people that will be in my life for the rest of it. And that, to me, is easily the best part about the experience. I mean, I think they were always friends in a way. I just think they approach things from very different points of view and express things very differently. But I think the relationship benefited from the lack of buffer and the fact that ultimately they really need each other in order to survive, and the whole movie really is about all of us finding our way back to one another and understanding the power of when we unify, when we're together, and I think for these two characters, for audiences who know them and love them and his irascibility and Spock's calculated point of view, I think it's going to be really exciting and.
That's Justin's boy.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, yeah, sorry. So yeah, I think it's cool. I've been getting that question a lot, actually. What was it like to make this the first movie without Leonard? And in a way, I feel like he's actually almost more a part of this film than he was of the other two. I mean, we all were so cognizant of his absence, but I think in the face of that, we all held him in our hearts so much more fully, and I think to the person on this film, everybody showed up to work in the spirit of celebrating his life and his indelible contribution to this franchise. Because honestly, I don't really see how it could have lasted as long as it did without him, both as an actor and as a director. So yeah, I mean, obviously it comes with a lot of sadness, and we all miss him all the time. But I feel like you'll see he's there. He's there in a really powerful way. And I think Spock is similarly trying to figure out his path. I mean, as everybody remembers from the first film of our reboot, his planet was destroyed, and I think he's really torn between his allegiance to rebuilding his race and his allegiance to the Federation and Starfleet, and I think that Kirk and Spock rely on each other a lot for guidance through those tough moments, and they don't really necessarily have that in this film. So they both, I think, arrive at an understanding of who they are as individuals in an interesting way. Because they're not together, they don't have each other to rely on.